Hey guys, my church just started a series called "This Is My Story." Basically, I want to share my story of how I found Christ and kind of a little bit of my history with God, so to speak. My upbringing was in the Lutheran church. I went to a Lutheran church when I was probably ever since I don't know, probably. When I was very young, I remember playing Sunday school. I'm going to be 46 soon, so, it's kind of hard for me to remember the exact time. But my dad moved around quite a bit, and that was the first church I went to. That was kind of where my life started. I was born in Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania. Didn't really go to church after that for years and years and years. After college, I was kind of in that doldrums where I graduated, but I got my degree, did not have a job other than working for like a grocery store or something like that. I battled weight almost all my life, still am, and probably always will. The first time I really considered going back to church and studying about God or anything like that was back when I had a stint at that time at a gym. It was Bally Total Fitness, and there was a group of us every night. I kind of met some people. We talked to each other, not a lot, but we talked to each other, and we closed the gym out every night for a while. And then one night it was just me, this other guy who come to find out he was a Christian. I don't know if he was a pastor, he might be, but we got into this discussion. We started talking about God, and it was right after that I drove to the store and I bought a Bible. Happened to be King James. I don't know why I bought King James, but, for me at the time, I really didn't know, a lot about the Bible. Never really read that much of it up until after that. So I dabbled in it a little bit. Then, and this is, I'm just telling you this just because God is always calling, will always have a impact on your life, even if you don't believe in him. At least that's my feeling. I always felt him calling to me over time. So fast forward to 1996, 1995, 1996, somewhere around there, where I first met my wife. At the time I was working Columbus State, mainframe operations. I was working, just started working full time there actually, and go on my first date. Really, really, really enjoyed it. My wife did too. So I asked her, hey, let's go out tomorrow. That first date was Friday. Second date was Saturday. I took her, I think I went to the zoo Saturday, with her. Had like a Pepsi was doing some giveaway. I had free admission. So I said, hey, why don't we do this? So we did that. And then at the end of that day, I was taking her back to her house, and I asked her, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's go out tomorrow. And she said, I'm going to the church. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll go to church with you. So I went to church. It was a Christian community church in Westerville. Just so happens that's also where I got married. Started going to church there. I actually started reading the Bible, and I started going to a few of the men's events. They didn't really have that many. That's really the bad part. Is a lot of churches don't have that many men's events. I'm actually recording this right after one over at Grove City, Nazarene. Just got a strange look. But anyway, so I went to church there until my son was probably 2 or 3 when we left. We just we built a house like the year before my son was born, and we continued to go up to that church. And our house is in the south side of Columbus, and Christian Community Church, Westerville, was in the north side of Columbus, in the Columbus area. You have I-71, I-70, then 270 going around in a circle. All right, and so I lived near the bottom of that circle, and the church we were going to was at the top. So we just stopped going. It was dry time, and we tried a couple churches here and there. There was one called Parsons Avenue Baptist Church. I went in there, not Baptist. Oh, no. Parsons Avenue Church of God, not Baptist. The Baptist church we never went to. We went to some events there, but never really went to a service there. But then that led me to Grace Ministries. And it was there I truly, really entered my relationship with God. Just a few years ago, I was baptized, and before that, I was doing things for the church. I was working in a booth, doing the projector, things like that. And since then, since I've truly kind of entered that relationship, it really started to change me. I'm not done yet. God's not done with me yet. I'm not perfect, but it was soon after that I decided that I was done with alcohol, and that was got me about 4 or 5 years ago now. Haven't had a drop since then, and that was before I was baptized. So then, since then, I still struggle with things. It's a journey, but now that I look back on all that, God has been watching after me the whole time, and that's what I want. What kind of why I'm recording this and recording my story is God's always after you. He loves you no matter how bad you are, no matter how many drugs you did, which I never did drugs, but or alcohol. I drank a lot when I was young. I wasn't an alcoholic or anything. I drank. I smoked cigarettes. Usually only when I drank, but and now I don't do any of that. Now I'm concentrating on making myself better every day, and it's been over 3 years now since I left Columbus State. I listened to God in that case. I had the interview with my current company that I'm with now, and I prayed and prayed about it, and I made that decision based on what God wanted for me. And He's blessed me. He's been blessing me. I'm scheduled to go out and trip tomorrow for work again, which I love to travel. But the whole point of me telling this story is to tell you that no matter what's going on in your life now, how things are, no matter what you're doing, God cares. God loves you and He likes you. So, all right. Well, this is gonna be it. That's it for my story. I'm gonna give you a little channel update. Heading out to Massachusetts tomorrow, so hopefully I'm gonna take my camera and stuff with me. Gonna record some stuff as I'm going through the airport and whatnot, and just what I do there. Hopefully Tuesday I'll get to go to ARRL, or the American Radio Relay League headquarters. I'm amateur radio operator. My call signe's W3RAZ, and I'm gonna go there and visit there, so I might make a video there as well. So hopefully I'm going to get back into doing regular videos on this channel. I'm trying to make something of it, I don't know. So like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I know there's not that many of you that subscribe, but hey, if I actually get reactions out of these, it really encourages me, and it really helps me out a lot. So all right, guys, talk to you later. Love you. Peace. Bye.